It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Lions and the Steelers, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Detroit Lions. Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
Here's the former Sooner Austin Seibert to get this one started. And we are underway from Heinz Field. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And leading them out at quarterback in his fourth year now from Oklahoma State, Mason Rudolph.
And when Mason Rudolph is on the field, sometimes the scouting reports have to be revised a little bit because often quarterbacks like to throw short to get a rhythm. For Mason Rudolph, he loves the deep fade and he loves the deep post pattern. Anything over the top, those are his favorite shots downfield, and that's what gets him comfortable.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
2nd and 10. Back to throw, Rudolph. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Rudolph. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback, the former #1 overall pick of the draft, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within 1 quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Ray McLeod deep for Pittsburgh. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and
now
out.
Have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Second and 4. First carry for Najee Harris.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Not today, baby.
Rudolph now to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Rudolph. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got him for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
They'll try and run with Harris. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Khalif Raymond now. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Let's go, get excited, let's go, let's go.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Second and 7. Play action. It's Goff. Open man is Quintez Cephas. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
from the 45 on second down. Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Goff on first down. Out left side here to Bryant. And out of bounds right around the 20. 7 yards the pickup there.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On second down, Swift. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Goff. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Boswell for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go, right.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Now a toss for Swift left side. Oh, what a move. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now Goff on first down. He'll drop this one off to Swift. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Hockenson here. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond, and he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. From the 50, it's Goff. He gets this complete to Cephas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. He'll get this off to Swift. That catch good for only a couple. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Gone. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Ray McLeod to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. On first down, it's Rudolph. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Rudolph. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stay.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Gets past one man. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jared Goff and the rest of the Lions offense set to go to work once more. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Goff. Throw caught by Raymond. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A final shot before break here. Goff. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. And meanwhile, for the Steelers, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
On first down, Goff. And this one taken in by Cephas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw is Goff. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Khalif Raymond, 41 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Seibert on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Rudolph's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Rudolph looking to throw it. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They run again with Harris. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. And you're not. And you're not.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Army. 44, Mike.
From the red zone now, Rudolph. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rudolph. Ebron with it over the middle. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Rudolph. This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And Detroit back in possession of the football. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Goff on 3rd down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Once again, it's Swift. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Mason Rudolph leading this offense out for their next possession. And he had the touchdown of the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. On second down, this is Harris. And down he'll go at the 25.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Harris. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On the draw, it's Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Rudolph loses the football. It's out. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here's Goff and the Lions. Down 21-14. A minute 53 remaining. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Goff. He fights him off. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cameron Hayward in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. Goff now to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
St. Brown on the catch. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Let's go, baby.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.